Today we're going to talk about healthy relationships and do you have what it takes? Hi, my name is Arica Angelo, if you don't know who I am and this is your first time here. And I am the CEO and founder of the Arica Angelo Intimacy Experience. And for relationships to really be healthy and to thrive, there has to be intimacy. But do you have what it takes? Now, let's just keep it very real. Healthy relationships. When we talk about health, think about your physical health. To be physically healthy, what do you have to do? You have to eat right. You have to sleep. You have to work out. There are things that you actively do to remain healthy. The same thing goes in relationships. There are things that you have to actively do, and it's work, right? Granted, there are days that you are not going to want to do this, just like you're not going to want to go to the gym. You're not going to want to say no to that whole chocolate cake, and you're going to want to stay up later to play that video game or to watch that movie or that series on Netflix. But it requires some discipline. It's the same thing in our relationships. All too often we think that these things just come to us inherently and they're just supposed to be there, and that some couples are born with these healthy relationship skills, and where others, they just don't have them. No, if you ever look at a healthy relationship, it's two people who are committed to doing a lot of work. So what does that work look like? The first thing is communication. Communication is a consistent thing. It's not something that you try on for size. It's not something that you do, hey, I'm gonna do this on Mondays. No, communication is something that we actively participate in every single day. So healthy relationships, they communicate daily. This next one is something that we don't talk about too much, and that's determination or commitment. Let's face it, relationships are hard. They're difficult. Sometimes just the relationships that we have with ourselves are immensely challenging. So you bring another person in and you've got double the challenge. But at the end of the day, healthy relationships are very committed and very determined relationships, meaning they're determined to see their relationship work, thrive, and become the healthy relationship that supports them in their life. Now, that doesn't mean that shit doesn't hit the fan in these healthy relationships. They do, but it's what they do when shit hits the fan. They're committed to work through it. They're committed to find solutions. They're committed to allow each partner to be angry and hurt and come up with a solution until that partner feels met, satisfied, and heard. Unfortunately, we have way too many memes telling us how we should be leaving relationships as opposed to how do we stay and work in them. But it is work, and you have to have a heart posture. You have to have that tenacity that you're determined and committed to making it work no matter what, especially when shit hits the fan. Respect. Healthy relationships have a respect for one another. You may not always agree with your partner. Some days you may want to strangle your partner, but at the end of the day, there is that deep respect that you have for them, that no matter what happens, that you really see this person for who they are and you deeply admire and respect that person. When we respect our partners, we want to hear them, we want to celebrate them, we want to champion them. When we stop respecting our partners, they become a byproduct. They're no longer a priority in our life. We brush them aside. What they have to say doesn't really matter anymore. And the minute that respect starts slipping, that's when we know we're headed for a danger. That's when couples are headed for divorce, breakup, resentment, despising one another. So respect is very important. And if you're struggling with respecting your partner, stop and ask yourself, one, what do I appreciate about my partner? And two, what would my life be like without them? That'll help you develop a healthy respect really fast. Listen, I get it. Intimacy can be complicated. Relationships can be difficult. And oftentimes we're wondering, where do we even begin? And that's why I've made it really simple for you to get started with your intimacy journey. Click the link below. There's a free training video that will get you on the right path to get the intimacy flowing back into your relationship. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to my channel because there's plenty more coming your way.